Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 11 now. Stewart. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Going to go play action. Here's Stewart. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the fourth down.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. They'll go. It's Gibson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But in this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. Here's Gibson. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Stewart to throw it. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing now, Stewart. This is brought in by Gibson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll try and throw it with Stewart. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
52 is the mark, boy. 52. Defense wins championship, baby. 164. Smooth. Look at me. Sit down. Hey, check motion now. Put your hands on the butt.
On play action, Lawrence. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Now Lawrence. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. On is Josh Lambo now for the Jaguar field goal. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. The kick by Lambo is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Gibson here running out of the gun. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. They'll run with Gibson. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Washington on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Stewart sets to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 23. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now Stewart, 2nd down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Two minutes gone by, second quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Sharks got it, left side. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Going right side here, and that's complete.
Come on now. Come on.
Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think
the ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo, and that makes our score 17-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And yet again, it's McLaurin. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. A good position to be in here, second and inches. Back to throw. Stewart. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches. A handoff for Gibson. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 54 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Throw here, that's complete.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Looking to throw. Stewart. This one left side caught by Gibson. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Off the play fake, here's Cordell Stewart. And this one is incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, it's Stewart. Got an open man, finds Gibson. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. this hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Play action. It's Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. Room to run past midfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Here's a give to Etienne. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Going up top. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jags are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now Stewart on 1st and 10. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They will throw on 1st down with Stewart. This will be caught at Samuel. And he's got this down to the 35. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. The throw over the middle, taken in, and all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing out of the shotgun, it's Stewart. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. To try here for the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Now Etienne to start the drive. Able to slither by. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 60 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Lawrence going to fire it out wide, complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A handoff for Etienne. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And they'll go again with Etienne. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. And they'll run with Etienne. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Etienne. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Andre St.